Greetings there, my fellow defenders of the Inquest landing zone. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, Inquest of the Dead. Episode 52, They Just Won't Stay Down. These walls are holding only because the zombies are spreading their damage out a lot. Is there a builder in this group? Oh yeah, Kadath is. Okay, repair that patch. And Addie's down, and that's almost definitely a consequence of muscle parasites as well. I think under normal circumstances, they would have fared a lot better in that fight. They were just at a medical disadvantage. So there's going to be a breach here, because yeah, there's concentrated damage right there. Wizard, you are a constructor. I'm going to try to have you repair that to buy me time. And then Good is nearly done with this group. So, Good's gonna solo the remaining south. And then help out, the shooters there will help out the north where RCV is, because RCV can't handle this, and Nabla and Scorp are getting clobbered as a result. Because we just don't have a good bottleneck. It's just a matter of planning. Shrink. And I'll have Wizard try to disengage there before the wall falls. Alright, Nabla, you got scratched up, but you'll be alright. So some of the Northwest group did pivot. That piece of wall is going to hold a little bit longer. Wizard's out repairing the damage. We have backup shooting help. And Good honestly just looks bored. Rise. Oh, go, God. Wait, how? What? How? Oh, bro. Dang. Didn't notice. So there was a breach. They breached here. And these guys got totally overwhelmed, clobbered. Help is coming. Get closer to avoid friendly fire. So, probably the most set of serious bleeds of all of the defenders. Yeah, I failed to notice that. I remember them coming in that way, and it just... I forgot. Alright. Kadath and Sloan and Rascal. Kadath, go rescue Ross. Rescue. Everyone should be behind walls when they're undrafted, so we don't go outside. And this group is not doing awesome. Because they got overrun. Got it. I hydrate. Cheers. RCV's finally down. 7 hours. High bleed. Copy that. Nabe here can render aid. As could Zoshi. So there is definitive help here in the area. And then of course Good is coming for intercept. Oh, I didn't notice Wizard. Oh my god, these raids. I really need those like bait box setups. Wizard got whomped too. High bleed. We'll need high patch. Alright, Good is trying to clean up the ones that most recently breached. And the group up here is getting triaged. All right, who's left? There is this shambler left for 17 seconds. And we have some wall breaches. So what I'm going to need to do is to put this deep drill where there is granite blocks. And we have a lot of cleanup to do now. So I'm trying to haul the legendary bioferrite sword in, because that's super important. Glitch, you're going to start on corpse cleanup. And then we're going to have to triage all that are very bleeding out very, very quickly. I don't have a lot of capable doctors. One thing I might need to do is to have Sakura stop bed resting to... Well, I could have her use stabilize on those that are the most at risk. But the other thing is I'm going to have bed rest be the highest priority. So those that are wounded seek rest. I still hear... Who's munching walls right now? Oh, this one. Got it. Going into board Drake. I know Wizard's in trouble. Alright, psychic stabilization should stop bleeds. But I don't have enough psi focus to cast it twice. Got it. Sakura. Ignore your infection and go tend Wizard. And then those that are bleeding the fastest, like RCV and Wizard, are going to get high priority patched. Yeah, and Chimmick, I saw that. Don't worry. I mean, I've got 6 hours to react to a lot of this stuff. Should be fine. Got to keep my head on a swivel. Okay, all the down but not dead shamblers are getting killed off. And then any shambler that can be burned in place... Oh, for the love of God. Any shambler that can be burned in place and not hauled to a burn box is going to be done that way too. I know that there's swords here that I'm going to need to keep from burning, but they're not the important ones. They're not the legendary ones. They're the meh ones. Alright, so Wizards at 7 hours. RCV's at 5. Rascal's at 9. Ross is no longer bleeding. Sun Tzu, do you do meds? No. Nabe, you do meds. Nabe, you tend to RCV. Rascal will need medical tending as well. Sloan, I'm going to have you self-tend so that you can start helping others. And if I'm not mistaken, that is, that's everyone. All the enemies, that is. Alright, Chimik, you're the only one that is really going to need help, and Slum will help you as soon as he helps himself. Zoshi, you doc. Start tending everyone that is currently in bed. Actually, start with Ross. And then you work your way through the severity list. So Ross, then Addy. Ross, then Rascal, then Addy. Well, actually, do Ross, and then Addy, and then Nabe will do Rascal. And Good was like, you know what? I want a beer. I don't blame you. I'd want one too. Her mood's okay for right now, so I'm going to have her stay out here and try to clean up some of these corpses. Sun Tzu. Start hauling these corpses that are way too close to crops for us to actively burn. And Chimik finally fell over due to blood loss. Sloan, you're no longer actively bleeding yourself, so go 10 Chimik in C2, no meds, just fast. Actually, I'm gonna have you do something else. Come down here. Oh, I hear one of them reviving. I don't see them? Oh, it's this one. Gecko. Okay. Figured with the amount of corpses that were here, it warranted a little bit of fuel burning. So rather than hauling the ones that are in the base, I'm going to try to burn the ones that are just outside, lowering the chance that they like revive and continue to be a bother. Okay. I don't think anyone has any bleed risk at the moment. Glitch does not haul, so Good has to be the one who hauls the swords. And we're not out of the woods yet. I think a lot of this was a result of the muscle parasites really lowering the combat effectiveness of the brawlers that I had, because like half my brawlers had muscle parasites. But even still, a deeper roster would be nice of capable brawlers, which is why Brazzet's getting mentored. Alright, the North corpses have been burned. And now we just have the corpses here and the corpses here, primarily. Which we're working on. Good, I'm sure you're tired, but it seems to me like there's a small group to the south that just is gonna get aggroed. What? You have still... Yeah, let's get agility. Rascal! No one worries about firefighting right now. Go to bed. Sun Tzu was like carefully trying to avoid pissing off these corpses, but now with good here, it doesn't really matter. We can just clear out this area a little bit more safely. Rascal got back in bed. Nobleton Rascal. So Ross is no longer bleeding. Madzi no longer has bad bleeds. Of all the ones injured, I think Addy has... Rascal has the worst bleed, then Addy. So we're almost stabilized everybody. Almost. Oh, noted. Oh, shoot. Crap, 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 crap. They're coming back so quickly. I just killed them, and they're like popping back alive. Alright, med emergency. Rascal, yeah, you already intended. And then infection on wizard. Sakura, rescue wizard. And then Sloan, rescue Chimic. And then we will tend wizard's infection in just a moment. I would like to give Good a break here, but I don't want to have to keep killing things I've already killed once. So I'm going to have her start torching. Because yeah, just unlucky chance these guys are reviving now. Like 0 cooldown. Now I do know that I'm going to need to move the deep drill. I actually forget where the granite spot is, so I have to poke around for it, which is kind of annoying because I'm busy enough as it is. I could patch it with a non-granite wall as a backup temporary plan, which I'll consider. Rascal, how you looking? 9 and climbing. And then wizard's gonna get real meds because that's an infection. Sun Tzu, reload your cat rifle. Just stay dead already. Good God. Oh, that one is... Okay, good. Gonna need you over here. Nope, Sun Tzu, that's not how to set a fire. Oh, set himself on fire. He's actually not injured, though. If I'm not mistaken, the Southwest group is now dealt with. No, that's not true. There's 3 more corpses out here. And then there is some revivers coming back on the east. And because we have a forced open door due to a corpse in the door, we have to fix that pronto. Alright, in terms of bleeds, Scorp maybe has the most serious. 28%, 2.6%, 26%. Nobla, start using actual meds for Rascal. Actually... No, you go rest. I'm gonna have someone else do it. Who can Dr. Zoshi? It'd be cool if solar pinholes could prevent reshamblerization. That way we just like bless an area for a while and be like, nope, no revives. You're blocked. Obviously it doesn't work like that, but it'd be neat. Alright, was this? Yes, it is granite chunk underneath. Perfect. Because we're going to need granite for the walls. I would like to quickly tend to Kadath so that Kadath can help to rebuild walls. Mark that spot? Well, it's right next to the stone cutting. So I kind of already know it's there. That's why I put the bench there, I think. Previous me, at least, was smart at one point. Okay. Southwest is cleaned up. There's only a few bodies in the burn box area. The issue is we are missing an auto door, which means hauling corpses to this zone sucks. Because we have to go through a stone door that's closed. But it is safe. This, like, instant revive crap is... And this is, I think, just a matter of timer. I think I just got unlucky. Like, the typical death pall timer is, like... There's, like, waves of revival, and I'm just getting hit by poorly timed waves. Who else? Doctors. Sloan. Sloan, go feed Addy. And then, Good's armor is toast. So one of my shooters might need to strip armor off to give to Good to keep her in service. Someone like Sun Tzu, who, like, doesn't typically get hit. Well, no, that's a joke. Oh god, Sun Tzu gets hit a lot. Not Sun Tzu. Gotta protect his heart. But someone else. Alright, RCV, you're up. Go get your sword. Mads, you get your sword. I would love to give Good a rest, but, like, I've had to kill every single freaking corpse twice. It's stupid. We're almost done with this. Now, the ones inside doors are technically roofed, so they won't revive. Because it's roofed over the door. Okay, so there are some corpses in the middle of the base that are going to need to be hauled to a no-revive zone. So, Sun Tzu, as much as I would like to have you sleep, I don't need corpses coming back. Yeah, they're literally coming back as I'm running around in here. So let's start hauling them to the corpse burn zone so that this stupid forever raid is over. Tinted armor available? No, I've been pretty much melting it down. Because we've had our smelter on like full blast for a while now. So I'm gonna guess there is not. Well, everybody's hurt. So Bry's it. Let's 10 you next. And then Navla. And then Nabe. Where is Nabe? Oh, Nabe, you're not even in bed. Okay, who's reviving? Oh, you are. You'll have a break eventually, good. I swear. Someday. Maybe. Big maybe. How many quests have been offered this stream? None? Well, that's not true. I mean, there's been like join offer pod drop people, which is quest-like. But it counts as an incident, not a quest. Didn't I just kill you? What the hell? Glitch does not haul. Right. Zoshi, you're exhausted, but you still have a little energy left. I'm gonna bleed you for whatever energy you... And then Sun Tzu, I'm gonna do the same for you. I know you guys need sleep badly, but we all do. I want the corpses to stop coming back. It's a freaking nightmare. That's the last one that I think is around. Because this one is roofed up and won't return. So I think, other than the like gaping holes in the base, we're good. We have perimeter security. Now, one of the reasons why I patched Kadath up early from Sakura is so that he can be useful for breach fixes. We don't want wandering shambler hordes to breach us while we recover. And I think, yep, we have perimeter security now. Whew! Oh boy, that was a lot to deal with. Those sieges suck. Those assaults, I should say. Alright, Sakura, you don't have very good immunity. Copy that. Rascal, here's what I'm going to do. You are going to meditate and not bed rest. And I'm going to have to remember to put your schedule back. Because I need you to preach some stuff. Yes, so tend to her. I'm going to tend to her with best meds. Who's my most healthy doctor right now? Sloan? Maybe I'll do it with Sloan. Depending on Sloan's What is your manipulation? 75. Rascal, you're at... Okay, yeah, definitely Sloan. Alright. So that... Because her immunity was lower than her infection because she was worked throughout the night to try to help people. But she is our, you know, chaplain, so she can't preach health herself. Which is why I figured Glitter World was called for. And then on top of that, I'll have... I'll do the preach health with Rascal once Rascal's set. In fact, Rascal, you know what? Inject Go Juice. Her life is in danger. And with that extra Go Juice, you will be required to just permanently meditate once Madsy's patched. Get your Psi Focus up for Words of Immunity and hit her. You almost had the Psi Focus for Words of Immunity. So get your Words of Immunity and hit it on Sakura, who's behind the curve. So for Bryzit and Scorp, we'll tend with Sloan. And this trap is rearmed. Yeah, so eventually there will be a brawler door here. I obviously have a lot of rest and recovery to do first. Alright, Chimik. Go get your Hellcat rifle. Any of them. Doesn't really matter. Pretty much interchangeable. I'll even get Wizard out of bed briefly to get that, because his infection's fine. Alright, Addy, you're up. Here's your sword. And now everyone's rearmed. Rascal, are you... You need to do more meditation. Got it. Muscle parasites are brutal. Takes so long to recover. Yeah, unless you have, like, ample Glitter World, where it's, like, 3 tendings. But even 3 tendings is what, like 9 days. It's almost a season to recover. And then if you have lower quality meds, it's, like, way longer than a season to recover. It's brutal. Any of those 300% diseases take so long. I wish it was, like, 150 or something more tame. Sloan, 10 good. How much herbal do we have? 63, so I'm going to tend with her, I'm going to feed her and then tend her Dr. Care No Meds. I'm going to do Dr. Care No Meds for everybody except for Wizard, who has an infection. But Sakura is now about tied with her infection. She's 76 over 74 because of the Glitter World tending. So she should be fine, but I'm still going to hit her with the Words of Immunity because I'm no fool. I'm not going to mess around with a wound infection. So she'll definitely survive. Because I hyper-focused on her recovery, I think. We're also going to need to haul to the, yeah, there, move that to the hoppers. We were almost out of hopper. Okay. So Sloan is tending good. Everyone's basically healed. Good is in dire need of armor, but we do have Wizard making and recon armor. So once Wizard recovers, we should have fresh armor. But if we don't, if we end up with a fight before we get that armor made, I'll have some shooter take, like Nabe, take their armor off for good to use. But yeah, that was spicy. Sorry, Ross. Wrong place, wrong time. He was like, why me? Because you were standing there. So, how many Shamblers on the map tile? 77? That's not too bad. So, Sakura getting the immunity warning, but she's now 100% due to the prayer blessing. So as far as bed rest goes, we're going to go back to 4 for everyone, except for Wizard, who's still technically infected. Wizard gets a little bit more rest time. I would love for people to recover their wounds. You recover quicker laying in bed. However, the base is in a bad shape, and I'd like to get it back up to like normal so that I could start adding brawler doors and other, like, I want a brawler door here and I want a brawler door here, and then I want to start incorporating these like burn traps, because every time we get hit with one of those like giant mass attacks, the thing that is really honestly going to help us more than anything else is those burn boxes. Rascal, regrow limbs. I'm going to eat Rascal. So, Rascal, you're going to go back on a normal schedule. But meditate throughout so that you get more regen. And out here, I was looking for... Yeah, here's some granite. Looking for some granite chunks so that we can accelerate the process of... building brawler entryway, corpse entryway, burn boxy stuff. Still have a body at the southeast door? Yeah. There, I mean, nothing, it's fine. Nothing bad is going to happen. They can't revive in that spot. So we'll move it when we move it. But, astute observation, all the same. I'm glad. I'm actually relatively surprised Bored Drake didn't like starve to death in the middle of that, because it's not like we've been dutiful in our making sure that they have like the proper medical tending that they're due, or rather specifically medicine. Or food, rather. How's life on the Rim? Rough. Very rough. If you look at my... It's hard to even tell, but this was like 3 raids at once, 2 raids at once. I've been, again, a little slammed. Like you do. But I'm alive. And nobody died. Let's analyze permanent injuries. So that's an old scar. I think this finger's a recent injury. That's... I don't know how old this is. I think that's a new one. Axel? Yeah, definitely a new one. Yeah, there's some health care we are due. One thing I wanted to do is see about control frenzy shooting with Kadath. So this is a bit of an experiment. Oh, Tube TV is done. Sweet. Flat screen next. Because with control frenzy, your like bullets are doing double damage, and with firing focus, you're just like shredding. I think that's a good combination for a short burst fire weapon, in order to be able to like viciously clear hordes. If we had a lot of psi-casted shooters combo those both, we could shred. Of course, it does require a lot of group prayer, but it's worth potentially investing more time in. Alright, Wizard. Are you... Okay, Wizard now is... unconscious? Oh, because your infection climbed high? No? I don't even know why you're unconscious. Sakura... Go tend to Sloan. So, Wizard... Oh, yeah, infection extreme. Okay. He's recovered. So, no longer bed rest. So this box is all set. Rearmed and everything. Ready to go. The turret in the middle, I think maybe needs a little repair. But apart from that, it's set to go. So the other thing I wanted to do was the entryway door. So we'll put one in here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it like here so that this can be a walkway instead. Because it occurs to me, we are taking a lot of damage from walls like, it always reminds me of, I forget the exact story, but like trying to calculate the weakest parts of like B-2 bombers, I think it was. Figuring out, or like motorcycle helmets. There's a lot of cases where like you try to fix a problem and it makes it seem like the problem's worse. Because if you engineer, that was a really bad explanation. Let's say you engineer a better motorcycle helmet. A motorcycle helmet you think will save lives. And all of a sudden you see a massive uptick of motorcycle-related neck injuries. And you're like, man, this new motorcycle helmet is bad. No, not necessarily. It's not bad. It is because all of those neck injuries would have previously been fatalities. A survivorship bias, exactly. So looking at our walls and where it typically gets torn down, we can calculate a survivorship bias, right? We typically lose walls up here, walls down here, and we did just lose a wall here, which indicates needing brawler boxes here, here, and here to increase the odds that we don't have things like that happen. The other thing that we could do is these brawler boxes, there is not a good reason not to do this, dropping a turret and mines in it and arming it like the prototype trap. Why not? Why not have every entryway be a potential zombie grinding bomb? I think that's smart. So that's what my priority is going to be. Make new gear and add trapped entryways. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Inquest of the Dead, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions or feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Inquisitors.